Okay, so moving on to the next part in our presentation question. So we completed all the way up to here. We have completed. Now the next part, task A6B, it says create slide 6. It must include the chart you created in task A3, an explanation of what the chart shows. Okay, so let us first create the slide. Let's go ahead and say Control M, or you can simply come to Home and click on a new slide. Okay, whichever you prefer. Okay, so we've got the new slide, and the content that needs to be inserted into it is the chart. Okay, we need to get the chart that we created in task A3. So let's go into our folder and let's open up task A3, which is over here, and let's copy this chart. Let's right click and copy. So when you're copying as well, make sure you right click on a blank space on the chart somewhere over here, copy, and then you can come over here and you can press Control V. Okay, so now the chart has been pasted. Let's make it a bit smaller so that it would fit this gap somewhere over here. Perfect. And then it says you have to also, where's the question paper? The question paper goes on to say an explanation of what the chart shows. Okay, so let's go over here to our presentation and let's try to explain what the chart shows. You can say the chart on the right displays the income uh, before versus before discount versus after discount for the hotels in Sri Lanka. Okay, so we first tell what the chart is, and then we can go on to say for most of the hotels, you can see 1 2 3 4. Okay, so for 4 of the hotels, 1 2 3 and 4, the income was higher. The income was higher before the discount was given, because you can see blue color represents the income before discount. Okay, and orange color displays the income after the discount was given based on the grade. I do hope you remember. Okay, so what you can say is, you can say for 4 of the hotels, for 4 out of the 5 hotels, the income before discount was higher than the income after discount. Okay, so we can say out of the 5 hotels, or you can say 4 out of the 5 hotels, 4 out of the 5 hotels had a greater income before the discount than after the discount. Okay, okay, so you can see there are 4 hotels. These 4 hotels have a higher income before discount than after the discount. Okay, however, there is one hotel which is Fort Rest. Okay, so Fort Rest, if you see, if you keep the cursor, it says 5,150, and over here it says 5,198. So the revised income is slightly higher. So you can say only for Hotel Fort Rest, only for Hotel Fort Rest, let's put it in inverted commas, only for Hotel Fort Rest, there was a slight increase in income after the discount. Okay, okay, by the way, let's stick to the font sizes. So the font size over here is how much? It's 18, so let's stick to that over here as well. Let's make it size 18 as well. Okay, so we have explained what exactly this chart is representing. Okay, what does it show? We have explained it. Okay, the question paper doesn't speak about putting a title for the slide, so you can just keep that as it is. Then it says resave task A6, so let's go ahead and resave it. Okay, and then it goes on to say print a handouts copy of the presentation with 2 slides on each A4 sheet. Okay, so let's come into print preview. Let's press Control V and go into print preview. So once you're over here, you can see every A4 paper is having 1 slide, but the question paper wants you to print 2 slides on every A4 paper. So then what you do is you come over here, and instead of saying print full page slides, you will be saying print 2 slides on every A4 paper. Okay, so it's called a handouts printout, which has 2 slides on each paper. Okay, on per page. Okay, you can go ahead and click on print thereafter. And then the question paper then goes on to say it says task A7. Open a new word processing document, enter task A7, your name, candidate number in the center and center number in the footer. Save the document as task A7. So let's come to our folder. Let's right click and say new Word document, and let's save it as task A7. Let's open this document up. Let's immediately head to the footer and let's type our details: task A7, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. Okay, so you can close the header and footer as well. Then the question paper goes on to say, Jayesh wants to include a hyperlink to the spreadsheet task A3 on slide 6. Okay, so insert a hyperlink to task A3 at a suitable point on slide 6. Display slide 6 with your hyperlink visible. Take a screenshot of slide 6. So on slide 6, I need to put a hyperlink that would connect to the spreadsheet task A3. Okay, so let me put something like this over here. Click here to open the chart spreadsheet. Okay, so we can say something like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this entire sentence a hyperlink. Okay, where users, when they click on this sentence, the chart spreadsheet will open up. Okay, so let me right click on it and say link. Okay, and then I'm going to go to a place. No, I'm going to go to an existing file. Okay, I'm going to go to a particular file. So what is my file? My file is task A3. So you have to make sure that you're in the correct folder. So I'm in the correct folder. Scroll all the way down and say you want to go to task A3. So click on OK. So now the link has been created. Okay, so if you ever click on this, automatically task A3 will open up. Okay, when you're running the presentation, if you click on this sentence, if you click on this line, task A3 will open up. Okay, the question paper then goes on to say, display slide 6 with the hyperlink visible. Take a screenshot of slide 6. So I'll just click over here and I'm going to take a screenshot using snipping tool. Okay, new, and just take a screenshot of this, and then come to task A7 and paste it. Okay, so my screenshot has been pasted, and then the question paper goes on to say, resave task A7. Okay, let's resave it, and then it goes on to say, do not print at this stage. Display the dialog box you used to set up the hyperlink. Take a screenshot of the dialog box. Okay, so they want to see the dialog box that was used to set up the hyperlink. So what you can do is you can simply right click over here and say edit link. So when you say edit link, the hyperlink dialog box will open up. So now you have to take a screenshot of this. Okay, so once again I'm going to take my snipping tool, I'm going to say new, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and let me come over here, press enter, and let's paste that over there. Okay, then it says paste a screenshot into document task A7, resave task A7, and then print task A7 on one side of A4. Okay, so let's resave it, and then Control P, we go into print preview. If it's fitting one A4 paper, you can go ahead and print this document. Okay, so with that, you have now completed 3 activities in the SAM1 practical paper. Okay, so we have finished spreadsheet, we have finished graphic designing, we have also finished presentation software. So now we just have 2 more remaining. Okay, so next we will be moving on to part. Now section A is complete. Okay, 50 marks is over. Now we move on to section B, and we will be dealing with database software. Okay, so see you in the next video.